Okay, let's work a linear inequality example. So we're going to solve the following for x, and the only difference between this and a regular equation is that instead of an equal sign, we have an unequal sign, or an inequality sign. So, 2x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 3x plus 2, and we're interested in which values of x this is going to be true for. So first I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. Now remember, there's always multiple ways to do these, so if you didn't think to do the same thing, it's probably not a problem. So now I end up with 2x minus 6 is greater than or equal to 3x. Now I would like to group my x terms together, and in order to do this, I can subtract 2x from both sides. So I'm going to subtract 2x, and now I have that 6 is greater than or equal to x, and huzzah, since x is by itself, I'm done solving this inequality. But what does this answer mean? Well, let's take a look at a number line. Now, negative 6 is greater than or equal to x, so I know I have a solid bubble, and I know that I need to shade to the left of that bubble, because if you prefer looking at it the other way, it would just say that x is less than or equal to negative 6. Alright, one last example. So, let's solve for x in 6 minus 3x is less than or equal to 12. What do you want to do first? I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides of this equation. Then I'm left with negative 3x is less than or equal to 6, and of course I need to divide by negative 3. So I divide by negative 3 and write that x is greater than or equal to negative 2. Well, hey, what's wrong with that? That sign turned around. Alright, maybe Miss Bales is lying to us, or maybe she knows what she's talking about. Let's just graph it and find out. So we graph it, and everything looks normal, but maybe I'm still not convinced that this has been shaded on the correct side. So the only way to tell is to test the point. I'm going to pick the number 1 because it's clearly in my legal region, and then I'm just going to put that 1 in for x, and let's see if we come up with a true statement. So 6 minus 3 is less than or equal to 12, or 3 is less than or equal to 12. This is a true statement. Therefore, that sign change must have been necessary. And in fact, as a parting tip, I really want you to remember the following. Whenever you multiply or divide by a negative, you must change the sign. Remember that before you come to class tomorrow.